In a world that forgets as quickly as it remembers, building a legacy often feels like shouting into a storm, a tempest so vast that even the strongest voice seems to vanish into the winds. Time moves relentlessly, erasing names, achievements, and even the loudest proclamations as if they were never there. Yet some wills refuse to succumb to oblivion. These wills are forged not from the desire for fame, nor from the need for applause, but from an unshakable determination to leave behind something that will outlive their very existence. A legacy is not a monument of stone or a plaque in a hall of fame. It is the imprint of action, courage, and purpose on the hearts and minds of others. It is the echo that resonates long after memory fades, the invisible thread that binds generations together, the flame that continues to glow when all else has dimmed into darkness. Every choice, every act, every word becomes part of this invisible architecture of permanence, built with care, intention, and relentless will. Building a legacy begins with intention, with a clarity of vision so sharp that distractions cannot pierce it. It requires a profound understanding of values, a compass aligned not with convenience or popularity, but with truth, purpose, and conviction. Every choice, every word spoken, every effort, no matter how small, becomes a brick laid in the foundation of permanence. It is not enough to dream. Dreams must be forged into deeds, whether monumental or minute, whether witnessed by thousands or unseen by anyone at all. A person with immortal will understands that impact is rarely instant. True influence grows like roots beneath the soil, hidden from view, unnoticed by the casual observer, yet unshakable and unstoppable when the time comes for it to emerge. The effects ripple quietly but powerfully, touching lives, inspiring hearts, and guiding actions that multiply far beyond the origin. Every small act of excellence becomes a seed for a harvest that may take years or decades to appear. But when it does, the effect is undeniable and enduring. The world may scoff, ridicule, or even oppose the one determined to create a lasting mark. Criticism may rain like hail, doubts may claw at resolve, and setbacks may feel insurmountable. Yet the legacy builder persists. Obstacles become lessons in disguise, failures become fuel to sharpen determination, and resistance becomes proof that the path matters. Legacy is not built for recognition. It is built for meaning, for significance that transcends applause or acknowledgement. It demands sacrifice, patience, and resilience because the work is often unseen and the victories silent. Those who dare to create with immortal will understand that even in anonymity, their influence stretches further than they can imagine. Like deep roots spreading through soil, unseen but unbreakable, touching lives far removed from their original actions. Every act of integrity, every choice of courage, every effort invested in excellence accumulates quietly, creating an unseen network of impact that shapes the world in subtle yet permanent ways. Legacy is also a matter of courage, the kind that burns quietly within, steady and unwavering, even when the world tempts you toward compromise. The courage to remain steadfast when distractions, cynicism, mediocrity, or fleeting trends surround you is the backbone of every immortal will. To build something that survives the decay of time requires the discipline to act with integrity, to speak with truth, and to create with excellence even when no applause follows. It is the defiance of transitory popularity, the commitment to values over vanity, the refusal to allow life to slip by unmarked and unnoticed. Each day presents an opportunity to sculpt influence, to mentor quietly, to inspire subtly, to leave behind lessons that teach, comfort, or ignite courage long after the creator has departed. Courage manifests not in grand gestures alone, but in the quiet decisions to uphold principle, to resist compromise, and to shape moments into legacies that will echo through time. Yet the most profound aspect of immortal will is its intimate recognition of mortality. Life is fleeting, fragile, and unpredictable, Understanding this fuels urgency, the realization that every wasted moment is a theft from one's potential to leave a mark. That hesitation steals more than time. The compromise against conscience dims the light meant to illuminate others. Paradoxically, it is in embracing mortality that one transcends it. By focusing on enduring impact rather than ephemeral accolades, one builds not just memories, but a resonance that continues even when the world forgets. The legacy is not bound to memory. It exists in the structures, choices, and influence left behind, reverberating silently through lives shaped by those acts. To act with this understanding is to wield a power beyond the constraints of time, a power that ensures the voice will be heard even when recognition has faded. The creation of legacy is also an exercise in vision, imagination, and patience. It demands seeing beyond immediate outcomes and cultivating an understanding that life's true significance is revealed over decades, sometimes centuries, through the ripples one sends into the future. Every interaction, every decision, every effort contributes to a web of influence far larger than the self. The legacy builder learns to invest in this unseen long-term horizon, to shape lives subtly and persistently, and to take solace in the fact that the impact will unfold in ways that the eye cannot yet see. It is a commitment to a story whose full chapters will only be visible to those who come after. A script written for eternity rather than applause. In the end, building a legacy in a world that forgets is the ultimate act of defiance. It is a rebellion against transience, a refusal to let life's passing render existence meaningless. It is proof that even when the world moves on, even when recognition fades, even when names vanish into the dust of history, the influence of a determined will can ripple endlessly. Immortal will is not about being remembered by the world. It is about being remembered in the lives you touch, the truths you uphold, and the example you leave behind. It is the quiet, unstoppable force that transforms ordinary existence into extraordinary impact. The legacy is not a monument in stone. It is the collection of moments, decisions, and actions that endure in the hearts and minds of those influenced. It is the life that whispers, inspires, and instructs long after the voice that created it has gone silent. Because in a world that forgets, those who act with immortal will create a resonance that no oblivion can erase. They become living proof that permanence is not given. It is earned, built patiently, with courage, persistence, and an unyielding refusal to let time determine the value of a life. Every choice becomes a brick, every act a cornerstone, every sacrifice a foundation. And when the storm of forgetfulness sweeps through the ages, their influence remains. Immortal will is the quiet fire that refuses to extinguish, the echo that defies silence, the light that continues to guide when all else fades. It is the ultimate testament that even in a world that forgets, some forces endure forever. True immortality is not measured by the applause of crowds or the headlines that fade with the morning sun. It is measured in the quiet persistence of influence, the subtle shifts in the lives of others that echo long after the originator has gone. Every act of guidance, every choice made with integrity, every moment invested in helping another soul grow becomes part of an invisible legacy. Invisible to the eye, but indelibly etched into the world's fabric. This is the kind of permanence that defies decay, outlasts memory, and survives the erosion of time. It is not flashy or immediate, yet it is unstoppable. The one who embraces immortal will understand that the most enduring victories are often unseen, their effects scattered across generations like seeds planted in fertile soil, waiting patiently for the right season to bloom. The builders of legacy also understand the value of sacrifice. True immortality demands more than talent or opportunity. It demands a willingness to endure hardship, to forego comfort, and to commit to a vision larger than oneself. Every night spent working when the world sleeps, every choice made that favors principle over convenience, Every moment devoted to growth rather than indulgence becomes part of the scaffolding that holds a life's work aloft. Sacrifice is not punishment. It is the currency of enduring impact. And in paying it willingly, the legacy builder gains a power far greater than recognition. The power to shape the future, to influence hearts, and to leave a mark that even time cannot erase. Yet legacy is not only about influence, it is about example. The lives we lead, the values we embody, and the courage we display become living lessons for those who follow. Every act of honesty, every choice of kindness, every stand taken against injustice becomes a chapter in a story far larger than our own. Others read it, learn from it, and carry it forward, often without our knowledge. In this way, the immortal will is less about the self and more about the network of humanity it touches, a web of inspiration that spreads quietly, invisibly, yet powerfully through countless lives. It is the knowledge that even when the world forgets your name, your example continues to speak. And finally, the ultimate truth of immortal will is this: permanence is not a gift. It is earned through resilience, persistence, and unwavering commitment. Time may erase monuments, fade headlines, and blur achievements.